It's 2021. I'm here with Dave Vanderweide. Now, Dave Vanderweide is the founder of Go Pickleball. He's a Florida Central District ambassador for pickleball. He's done a lot for pickleball, let's face it. Without him, we might not have these courts. He's really done a ton. Amazing ambassador. He's been active in pickleball for 11 years, and we're really lucky to have him. So, Dave, you want to say anything?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for allowing me to be on Pickleball Pirate. I've been watching it, and I enjoy it, and just wanted to kind of get the word out for pickleball in the Central Florida area.
Awesome, Dave. We got a couple questions, Dave, describe briefly how you became involved with pickleball.
Well, I was first introduced to the game up in the Villages about 11 or 12 years ago, and I played against a group of 4-0s, and I just got kicked all over the place. And I come back to the Orlando area, to Winter Garden, and I couldn't find anybody to play. So for the first few years, I was just struggling to get 2 or 3 other people involved with the game, and eventually it's grown, and I became very passionate about it, and I just couldn't find a way to stop.
Now, you've been very active playing pickleball, obviously, as well as being very involved in growth. Talk to us a little bit about what you do.
Well, basically at this point, I promote pickleball. I'm a resource person. I am involved throughout the greater Orlando area. I've helped out numerous venues get started, and I do my best to kind of guide them and offer advice, and then they take it off on their own. It's happened all over the area, and it's really gratifying to see that happen.
Absolutely. I mean, you've done it for me, and describe your role as an ambassador.
Well, ambassadors, their role is to promote pickleball and help out wherever they can. If they see any type of opportunity for pickleball growth, they're supposed to get involved with it and also create their own opportunities. So I've gone to various organizations, cities, and talked to them about pickleball, and simply be out there, be a good person for pickleball, help people enjoy the game, and get them involved.
Absolutely, and that's what you've done. Orlando seems to be exploding when it comes to pickleball. I come here, on Monday and Wednesdays. It's full. There's people waiting. It's pretty exciting. Kind of just go into that just a little.
Well, it's absolutely amazing. I describe the Central Florida area as it's just blowing up, and in many ways we're getting many more places to play. There's more on schedule. The number of players participating has grown dramatically, and I would also say the skill level has grown tremendously, and I see that all over the place, and it's fun. I really enjoy seeing all this growth.
Yeah, and where people play now, obviously this is Veterans Park in Winter Garden. Maybe just go into that.
Well, we're, of course, Veterans Park, Winter Garden. Sanford has 2 parks with 6 courts each. We have Clear One, which is doing tremendous. Altamont Springs, Westmont Park, they just put in 3 courts. Winter Springs is talking about it. There are Orange County Parks. They have them in their plans now, so there's going to be more courts, and eventually we're going to surround Orlando and be involved all over.
And we got Pear Park in Leesburg, you said, too, right? They have.
Yeah,
I go there. They have like 12, I think.
I can't count them all, but there's probably about 30 places to play pickleball in the greater Orlando area.
Can you tell us about any future plans in this area? You kind of went into it a little, I know.
A little. I would say the biggest thing is Orange County Parks. They're slated to put 6 to 8 courts at Downey Park over on the east side of Orlando, where we desperately need more courts. We really have nothing over in that area now. Horizons West, it's going to be a long time, but in Phase 2 and Phase 3, they have 6 courts slated for each one of those phases. And what I find interesting is tennis isn't scheduled until Phase 5.
I didn't know that. Now let's talk about your home courts. It was when Winter Garden, obviously, they look amazing. Did they just get resurfaced? Or?
Yep, it took about a month to get them to where we wanted them, but they've been resurfaced. Fresh paint, fresh lines, brand new nets, new LED lighting. I think that was exciting, just because, well, me and probably some of the older players are having difficulty seeing the ball in the evenings, but with the new lighting system, it's made a world of difference.
Absolutely, yeah. I played here Monday, and yeah, it definitely does.
I'd like to say one more thing. I'm just excited about the relationship that we have with the City of Winter Garden. They listen to us. They try to help us where they can. can as far as upgrading the facilities. You have to understand that they have to worry about many other things outside of pickleball, but they've done their best and they've been over backwards to help us out.
We're blessed, yeah, absolutely. So we talked about the home courts. Tell us about the participation, type of players showing up, what levels.
Well, every level. Let's start out with the beginners. We see more and more people that I simply don't recognize. They've heard about the courts, they're coming out, they've heard about pickleball, so they want an experience. Not only new players, but many of them are younger. That's scary, because once they figure out what they know, or how to play the game, I'm toast. So in a way, it's gratifying, but on the other hand, I'm a little bit nervous on that. But then we have the regulars. They've been playing for a long time. We have some very good skill level people here. We have a number of people that I call my veterans or whatever, that will go out there and they will help newbies. They'll help me out wherever they can to promote pickleball and just continually grow the sport. And of course, we're getting more and more highly skilled players. They come here, they go other places. Wherever they feel they can get some good games, they're going to those courts. And fortunately, Winter Garden Veterans Parks is one of those places.
What can, say if you're a new player showing up here, what can they expect?
Well, what I hope you expect is when you leave, you feel good about your experience here. We encourage everybody that's part of the regular program to search out the newbies, talk to them, try to help them out, encourage them to get involved, maybe not that day, but come back at a more comfortable time when they can learn or be taught the game. And we have people that are willing to take their time and take them aside at non-scheduled times and help them understand and learn the basics of the game.
Yep, and Monday and Wednesdays, 5:30 is more advanced play,
Well,
right?
we actually say Monday and Wednesday at 6 o'clock. That's when skilled level starts, and we encourage the people that are 4-0 and better to show up on those nights. Tuesday and Thursday, same time. That's open play. Everybody, regardless of skill level, can come and play. Mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday mornings, 8:30 till about 11, open play. During some of those times, we'll try to separate a little bit, put more of the newbies, the lower skilled players on one side of the fence and the higher skilled players on the other. It's a constant problem that we deal with. How do you make everybody happy? We will never solve that problem, but we'll do our best to help and make that work.
Are there any programming plans? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they're coming, and we haven't really been able to institute anything, mainly because we've only had 6 courts. For a while, we had the courts shut down due to COVID, and of course, the schools aren't in the system, and Winter Garden's recreation programs are somewhat at a standstill, so it's difficult to get people out here considering those circumstances. And plus, the other thing is the courts are usually full at the scheduled time, so it's difficult to get people on courts at that point. But we're working on that. We're getting close now. We have the court set up to go into the city and trying to work out some sort of recreation program with them. We also have an event coming up, and we don't have a date yet, but it's going to be in January. And since we have a number of new rules that people are not familiar with, we're going to have one of the certified referees come in, put on a clinic. We can talk about the rules, we can demonstrate them, and we can actually have people practice some of them, and namely the drop serve. That's something that we're all going to have to deal with in the future, and so we might as well learn how to do it properly and ask questions, and hopefully that will help everybody.
Absolutely. You have the so you kind of mentioned you have the Winter Garden St. Patty's Day Pickleball Tournament coming up.
Correct. And I'd just like to take a few minutes and talk about that. That's coming up in March. The dates are the 17th through the 21st. 17th is set up in practice. 18th and 19th are for all the 60-plus events. And then the next 2 days, the 20th and the 21st, those would be under 59 and under. Mixed, men's, and women's, all skill levels. We're excited about it. We've already had people clamoring to get in, and we really haven't opened it up yet because I wanted to wait till the first of the year. So it will open up on Saturday, January 2nd at 12 noon. I think we're going to have a full house. We will have a limit to about 450 players. We're also going to limit brackets to, I think at this point, 16, but we're going to take a look at that and make sure that works for us.
And guys, there's a link right below the video if you want to sign up. Click on it, and like Dave said, it's probably going to fill up quick. So.
Yeah, and it is on pickleball tournaments.
Okay, so we did the date. It's going to be full. So, yep, it's on pickleball tournaments. Any other events coming up? I know you touched on a lot already.
At this point, it's kind of a full plate. We haven't really had time to develop anything beyond that point. What we would like to see at some point is a club formation. The USA Pickleball now has a club membership. It would allow us to do much more as far as holding clinics, instruction, and just other events. And the biggest problem we've always had is finding insurance for handling those functions, and now that's in place. So that's one of the big things that we hope to get involved with in the near future.
And Dave, give us a final word.
I love pickleball. I mean, I've met so many wonderful people, not only here, but throughout the country. For example, yesterday I was on the phone talking to a couple other tournament directors throughout the country about how to set up ours, what their issues were. But it's like you're talking to old friends when you talk to them. And wherever you go, that's what I encounter. I also like the competition aspect of it. I can get into those games. But more than anything else, it's a social, fun type of game, and it keeps you active and keeps you focused and enthusiastic about life.
Absolutely. I think moods, I mean, that's why I play. You know, we like to win, too.
Well, of course. I mean, you always feel better when you win, but, you know, if you can't win, have fun at it.
Awesome, Dave. Well, thanks so much. It's a pleasure. Happy New Year. And,
Happy New Year.
You'll probably see us on the courts.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Really soft. This ball is soft. Yeah. 3. Yep, that's
Okay, Jim, here we go. I shifted it so it's more that direction. Nice shot.
yeah.
6'4". Oh, sorry, 8'6".
Nice.
Eight, 6, 2.
Nice. Nice, nice. Oh, geez. Good get.
I would have gone for it. I would have accepted that. No him.
So, how long did you get extended for?
1.
Nikki. Ladies, you're in.
David, you okay?
I'm fine. Actually, oh well.
Who's up?
Oh no, this is yours, Jeff.
Nikki, play with Dan.
There you go.
Play with Dan. David and I are going. Good on him.
No.
Jan, not yet.
Yeah, she's here at 7:30.
Right now.
Yeah. As we know.
Cam, pull David away.
I was going down there and then he went further down.
001.
All right, 0-2.
I really wanted to. I know you did. Good control.